Okay, so the next option will be on setting up the Toehold. Of course, Toehold is allowed from brown belt and above, but it's always good to know the position because you don't want to get surprised, especially if you either compete in open class divisions where there's no belts, or if you do it in your gym and people attack footlocks. You need to know it even if you're not a brown belt. Okay, so first of all, let's go over the mechanics of the footlock. So sit down. We have the Toehold. To set up the Toehold, again, I don't have to break him down to his hip right now. I can do it when he's still standing up, but I wanted to go over a few options when you would drop him down to his hip. The first one is to doing one-handed Toehold. Okay, that goes really well when your opponent is trying to get the gi and prevent you from turning all the way into closing up your hands. Sorry. So what you want to do is go grabbing his toes and now adjusting my hip on his leg. So now I'm pushing his hips away and I'm basically finishing up the toe with my hips. It's hard to explain, but it will be easier if you can see. So now you see that I'm grabbing his toe. Now my hip is back, so there's no pressure. I want to bring my hips on his ankle like this. So now I lock the ankle with my hip and I'm just pushing his toes to the side like this. Usually what happens, they will try to kind of like turn away. So that will expose the main toehold from here. To get the toehold, I want to go with my hand over his leg, and I want to move with my hips as well. I don't want to do this because there's not a lot of leverage. So I'm going to push away and I'm going to go over his leg like this. Now I don't want to bring his toes to his hip, because it basically helps him to roll. The mechanic of the footlock is similar to a heel hook. I want to extend the lever as much as I can and just putting his heels up. So I'm gonna lock his knees in place. And I lock his knee by going over like this, extending his knee, and now I'm gonna sprawl and lifting his hips up. That's the only thing I need. If I go here, I help him to roll and escape the position. So I lift myself up, sprawl on his knee, and I'm lifting my elbow. I don't want to think about his toes. I'm doing this, boom, and that will break his leg. So if I do it from standing up, when he stands up, okay, and I want to collapse his knee first. Then I want to move myself away. I don't want to go here because now I can finish here, but I helps him to roll. So what I want to do, the moment I break him down, I set up the Toehold. Now I want to extend my hips and I want to straighten up my leg, his leg, and then lifting my elbow up to finish up the position. So now even when he rolls, I can follow him, finish up on top, and finish up the Toehold from the same position that we did before. Okay. First up, open up his knee, grab his toes. Don't go from here because he's shin blocking myself. So I'm moving myself to the side. Now will be easier to lift myself up and closing up the leg. Now extend his leg away and bridge up with my hips to finish up the toe from here. Let's do it slowly. So if he tried to roll with me, I roll with him, finishing up on top. Now I'm extending my hips and finishing up the toe from here. That's a super tight position and it's a really strong option from the axial. I want to give one more detail on a slightly different variation of a Toehold. It's just a different grip. All the mechanics works the same. Let's go from here. All the mechanics works the same, but the grip is different. So instead of grabbing the traditional, sit up, sit down, traditional Toehold from here, you want to cover his heel with your hand, and then you're grabbing the same Toehold on your forearm. So instead of just grabbing the toes, you're grabbing the heel. Now you're adjusting with the forearm, and you pull his heel. So that's basically a heel, but it's allowed. So what you do is the same position. You're extending his hips, You're extending your hips, extending his leg, and now you pull his heel away towards you, like this. And then you can have a really strong and really tight toe hold. So the whole position works the same if he stands up, if he falls down, but instead of just grabbing the toes, you're now grabbing the heel, connect your hands, and then finish up the position from there. Okay? So give it a try. 1, 2.